Hey folks, welcome here to Studio B as we play some BWB. It's before work baseball tonight. As again Monday nights I gotta head into the rink, but I have a little bit of time before I have to go. So as long as I can get this game done in an hour, I should be good to go. And I should. Baseball doesn't take that long. So where are we? Well, here we are right here. We're going to play some payoff pitch. Yes, I'm back. And we're going to give payoff pitch a try here tonight. It's been a while since I played this one, so I'm kind of hoping that I'll find the love again for payoff pitches that I've had in the past. As you know, it's been kind of a love-hate relationship. Not a hate relationship, but there's just been times that this just kind of frustrated me. And so I'm working on some new systems here, and I'm hoping that we're going to have some fun here tonight, and it's going to work. I might be able to snuggle this in just a smidge more so you can see the cards here. And hopefully you can. And where are we now? Yeah, that might work. You can see this good enough, but some of these numbers here are going to be kind of tight. But we'll do our best, and hopefully it'll all work out here in the end. Alrighty, so we are playing Milwaukee at Boston, and this game took place on August 5th of 1980. Again, just a random Dave's Classic Rewind here as I want to get back into some payoff pitch. I'm working on my stealing. I'm working on base running. I'm working all kinds of things. If I can get this game to flow, it was fun, but I did have problems in the past just getting this thing to work for me. So let's see, and hopefully this will be clear enough here. See, that's nice and clear right there. I just need to snuggle it up a little bit more. Maybe I'll come in a little bit more in the zoom. What do you think? Yeah, maybe that will make that nice and tight here. I'm just trying to get the rolls in as well, you know. So, all right, so here we go. It's Eckersley on the mound, and Mike Caldwell on the mound for the Milwaukee team. And again, here's our lineup here today, and I highly recommend Digi Dugout. You go there, and these print out. I told you I'm going to sign up for the Plus edition of that to support that website. But so there's my lineup for Milwaukee, and here's my lineup for Boston. And away we go. Oh, and I wanted to check the arms here for the only thing I really need to get at right away is the arms of the catchers. And so we have Fisk is a 3 and an error of a 2. I should write down everything here, and I tend not to just because I get kind of lazy with that stuff. So we're going to have a 3 and a 5 for Charlie Moore. Because I had an error check here on Fisk, and I was doing a practice round, and yeah, he got an error. So, all right, so here we go. It is Milwaukee at Boston as Barbara comes by. Thanks for coming by. We do a little bit of baseball here tonight on the channel, and hopefully everything looks good, and we'll check it out here. I got it zoomed in really tight right now, so we should be able to see everything. Hopefully I can get the dice in there. All righty, so here we go. So how we play it, we look at that, we combine that, so that's a 10. So we start with a pitcher, that will be tough. And we come over here, and under the right-handed column, we look for a tough 55. If it's out of range here, we go to the out section. So a 55 is ground ball down to third base. And third base today is Glenn Hoffman. So we're going to get a ground ball to third, and Molitor is out and is one away. What I like to do... Oh, it looks good and sounds good. Thank you, Barbara. Is I'm doing stealing a new way, and I kind of like it here, and I'm hoping I stick with it. And I'm doing the same old base running. I'm just trying to simplify the game because there's so many ways that you can do things in this game, which can be a good thing, but then at the same time it can be kind of confusing to me anyway, because I'm a confusing type of guy. Robin Yount coming up, and we got a 5. So that's going to be tough. Tough is good for pitcher. And a 30, though, is, it's a strikeout. So Eckersley with a ground ball and then a strike him out. So we have 2 away here. And now Cecil Cooper. In my practice round here, Milwaukee went up 2-1 on a home run as I was practicing here. So we'll see if anybody connects on a home run here. Let me move this right here out of the way. There we go. Hopefully you can see that now. As I lost my comments. There we go. Glenn comes by. Yeah, no, you're good to go, Glenn. You know, you're like the celebrity now. Glenn's a celebrity here on the channel. You just get locked up for a while, and you're a celebrity. I see. So Cooper. A 7 is in play, and a 25, that's going to be a single because he likes to mingle. So Cecil Cooper's on with a 2-out single. So what I've been doing here, let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been doing it the Dave way. All right, so there's 3 different ways to steal in this game, and I'm using 2. Okay, I'm first checking the runner to see if he gets the jump. If he does, then I'm checking the hold rating. So it's kind of like 2 rolls. It's overkill, but that makes me feel good about it. It really does. So let me, first off, I'm going to open my window because we turned up the heat down here. And I'm going to turn off the heat too. Hang on. It's a raw day here in Studio B, and we had the heat on down here. So here's how I do the stealing now, okay? So his steal is a 3C, so 3 is the jump rating. So I'm going to roll against that. If he gets it, which is rare because he's a 3, then I roll against the hold rating. And if he gets both, then he steals. So, nope, and he won't steal. And that I feel kind of good about that. It pleases the court if I do that. That way there I don't feel like, because the problems I'm having with this game is there's so many different ways to do things, and if you do it one way, then the pitcher is out of the equation. If you do it the other way, then the runner's taken out of the equation. And so I'm trying to get everybody involved. That's the same thing with the base running, and I've gone back and forth with the base running. Do I want to make it automatic with the cards? Do I want to look at speeds of runners and arms of the outfield? I mean, how crazy do I want to get with this game? And that's where my frustration come in. All right, so we got a man on first, 2 out for Stormin Gorman Thomas. And we have a 7, and let me finish that roll with a 33. So it's going to be an in play, and a 33 is out of range, so it's going to be hit right back to the mound. And Thomas hits it back to Eckersley, and that'll do it in the first inning. So, or the first half of the inning. So, they will get 1 hit. They will get no runs, and let's go to the bottom of the first here in Boston, as it's some 1980 baseball here with Payoff Pitch here on the channel. As I get some baseball in before work, and I want to come back to this game and give this a try, And yes, John, I'm getting a much-deserved break. After last Saturday, things have thinned out quite a bit. I still have games Friday and Saturday this week, and maybe something next week. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. It really all depends on how the playoffs go, but it's not going to be, the 2 or 3 games a day back-to-back anymore, not until September. So I am enjoying my time. My stress level's way down. I can tell my stress level's way down. I'm starting to enjoy gaming again and talking to you guys. We got a big podcast in yesterday, so I was pretty happy with that. All right, so Mike Caldwell on the mound. He's going to face Rick Burleson. And we're going to, he's a lefty, so he's a 7. So it's an in play against a lefty. Ooh, in play 19. And that's going to be a single for Burleson. So Burleson's on with a single. So let's see if he's going to steal. So his steal is a 3, and I think the plus means the first time he's a 4. So let's see. Can we get a 4? No, we don't. So he's not going to steal. And that's just kind of how I do it, folks. I'm kind of liking it that way, a little bit more automatic. If I really want to steal, I can, But it's again, who posted that today? Somebody posted something was really good. It's my game, my rules, play it my way. If I make mistakes, too bad. And, it was a nice long thing about, not beating yourself up when you play these games and just have fun with it. All right, so we got a runner on first. We have no score, nobody out, bottom of the first. Dave Stapleton hit a home run earlier for me in my other playthrough. Let's see what he does this time. So we're going to get a 5. That's going to be a ballpark check. So Stapleton, a right-handed batter, a 22 ballpark. That's going to be wheelhouse. That's going to be good for him. So we got a wheelhouse check coming to Stapleton against a left-handed pitcher. Oh, man, something low. Anything up to 65 would have been great. We got a 90. So this is hit hard down to shortstop. So now we're going to see if it's going to be a double play. So we anything 7 and under is a double play, correct? Anything 7 and under is a double play. Equal to or less than the lowest one. So 7 and under, it's a double play. It's a 7, that's a double play. So Stapleton gets the wheelhouse, but he hits it right at short. A terrific stab by Robin Yount, and we got 2 outs. So bases are empty, 2 away. Freddie Lynn coming up. Freddie Lynn. Now we have an 11. That's a wheelhouse. 39 against a lefty, and that'll be a single. So Lynn singles as well. His steal is a 3. Nope, he's not going to steal. And I'm just trying to get in the flow of the game. That's what it is. It's all about the flow. Tony Perez, 1 on, 2 away. And let's see what Tony Perez can do. First off, I want to get him on camera here. Smile, Tony. You're on camera. There you go. And so we have a 5. That's another ballpark. And a 36. Oh, ballpark. Hang on. Ballpark, right-handed batter. That's wheelhouse, right? 36. So 5, ballpark, 36, wheelhouse. So we're in the wheelhouse. 1 to 80, and it's gone. 1 to 80. Perez gets the pitch he's looking for, and see you later. Home run, Tony Perez. And that's out of here. Freddie Lynn will come in to score, and Perez will trot around. And just like that, it's 2 to absolutely nothing for the Red Sox. So a 2-out home run by Perez. And the Sox take the lead. Jim Rice coming up. And let's see what Rice is going to do here. Trying to get this in a little closer to make it a little better. All right, so Caldwell now facing Rice. So we have a 3. That's going to be a tough 38, and that will be a strikeout. Strike him out. So the Sox get 3 hits. They get 2 runs, and they will take a 2-0 lead into the top of the second. This game has a nice flow, but like a lot of things, I just get stuck on some of the base running. Sometimes that can kind of get me all messed up. I want to make sure that I do it right, and there's so many ways to do it. And so, I mean, if you really want to get into checking everybody's speed and everybody's arm and turning into a real master version of the game, you can, or you can just, flip a fast action card right here and be done with it if you want. So everybody does it different ways. I just haven't, as soon as I find a way, I don't find a way. That's kind of just how I've been with this game. All right, so we get Ben Oglivie. So we have a 10. That'll be tough. 85, and that'll be ground ball down to second base, and that's going to be Dave Stapleton today at second base, not Jerry Remy. 1 away. So we have Lexcano coming in. Sixto Lexcano. And we're going to get a 3. Uh-oh, that's a wheelhouse 74, but that's going to be too much. So he's going to hit it deep into center field. Freddie Lynn, back, and Freddie Lynn will make the catch. And there's 2 away, so that's why you like guys like Freddie Lynn out there. AP comes by. Thanks for coming by, AP. And let's see now. We have Dick Davis. Mr. Davis. A 10. It's going to be a tough. And a 94. It's going to be a fly ball into left. And our buddy over here, Jimmy Rice, makes the catch. So that's a 1-2-3 inning. So if I show my score sheet here, that's what goes on here. They got the 1 hit and no runs. And the Sox, they get the 1 hit and a home run. And that's where we stand. It's after an inning and a half, it is 1-0 for the home team. I wonder if I was at this game. There's a couple games I went to back in the late 70s, early 80s that I sat in the bleachers on. I don't remember who we played. I remember we played the Mariners one day. I think we played the Mariners. That was one game we played. And I don't remember anybody else. I was just too young. Too young to remember who we played, basically. All right, so Carlton Fisk coming up. And so we're going to get a 7. So that's going to be in play in 95. Anything over 40 or 50, is going to be an out. So that's going to be a fly ball into left field. And the left fielder today is Ben Ogilvy. He will make that catch. Dewey Evans. Do we get a hit? We have an 11. Ooh, that's a wheelhouse 36. Right? And yes, that is gone. Dwight Evans just lines that inside the foul pole in left field. And Dwight Evans with a home run. And it is now 2 to absolutely nothing. Or 3 to absolutely nothing. Glenn Hoffman coming up. So Caldwell getting racked here with a couple of dingers. So now we have a defensive check. So this is when I go to the card now. So the defensive check's going to be the range of the pitcher. The range of the pitcher. So the pitcher's range, it looks like it's F. So an F86 is an out, if I played that correctly. It's an out. Now, if I want to see what kind of out it is, it was a pop out to the pitcher. So we're going to go P1. So Hoffman pops out to the pitcher. I think that's how it's done. And if it is, then I'm pretty happy because I'm getting things done. All right, so that was... So Gary Allenson coming up here at the bottom of the second. 2 away, nobody on the bases. And I got a 6. So that's a patient 74, and that's a walk. Oh, Allenson taking a Pantera walk. All right, now is he going to steal with a 3? No. Oh, but wait, double sixes. Double sixes is a possible pickoff from what I remember. Double sixes. Where's my pickoff chart? Where's my pickoff chart? Hang on, folks. Hang on. Hang on. Double sixes. And we got to go to the pickoff chart. Sacrifice bunt. Hit location. Where's the pickoff chart? There it is. Yes, double sixes. When you check double sixes, it's a possible pickoff. So, or do I want to do that on the, hang on a sec, on the move only? No, I'll do it on the first roll. I'll do it on the first roll only. So, let's see here. So, I got to roll now. So, the hold rating is 6. Let's see what I got going on. So, Allenson leaning might get picked off here. A 98 on a 6 is, holy cow, it's a balk. It's a balk. And so Caldwell called for the balk. And so Allenson will go to second on the BK. That's kind of interesting. So Allenson now on second base. He's not going to try to steal third. And we got Rick Burleson, top of the order, coming up. So we got 2 outs and a man on second right now. That was kind of strange. Yeah, John's got some fun games. I haven't tried the basketball game yet. I'm hoping to try that before I get to Connecticut, but it all depends on how things go here. But the football game is certainly fun. I was playing that a few weeks ago. And we got a 4. That's going to be an in-play 54. And that's out of the range here, so that's going to be ground ball to third, and that will do in the inning. But they get 1 hit, and they get 1 run. So the Sox lead this one 3-0 here as we go to the 3rd inning here in Boston. So that's kind of neat. We had a balk. That's kind of cool, actually. When stuff like that happens, it's kind of neat. I think it's kind of neat. I had to remember the double. So I'll have to do I don't want to check doubles twice. So I'll check it on the first roll. I should do it on the second roll because that's the hold check. Maybe that's what I should do. But for fun, I want to do it. So maybe what I'll do is the first check for stealing, we'll see if they want to steal. And then on the hold check, that's when I'll do the doubles for the pickoff. So the double sixes. Because I'm rolling twice. All right, Charlie Moore, his first at-bat of the game. And we have a 7, which is going to be in play, and a 97, and that's going to be hit into right field. And Rice will make that catch, so we have one away here in the third. 3-0 Boston for those of you guys arriving late as Mr. Baseman comes by, slapping the base. I haven't played my bass in a while. I'm dying to take it out. So we have Jim Gantner coming up, his first appearance. We have a 6 in play, 86, and that's going to be hit down to second base to Stapleton. 2 away. So Eckersley getting it done here for the Sox. Paul Molitor is the second baseman tonight, and he grounded out. A 9. Oh, that's going to be a patient 62. And he's going to single. So Molitor on with a single because he likes to mingle. And let's check now for the stealing. His stealing is a 5. So no, he's not going to go. And we said we'll do the error check or the pick off the tap on the hold roll. Just trying to get a groove going here. Robin Yount, 2 outs, man on first. So we have a 9. That's another patient. And a 44 is hit by the pitch. Woo-hoo-hoo. He's hit by the pitch. So we have first and second for Cecil Cooper as Eckersley having trouble getting out of this inning. A defensive check. So it's going to be an error on the right fielder. I don't think so. So let's go to Evans. He's an E3 in the outfield. So a 3 with a 24. Oh, man. That's going to be an error, right? So I got an error 3, and a 24 is an error. So it's hit in the right field. Let's see what the error is going to be. And single +1. So how I'm playing that, and let me just double check here. Single +1. Single +1. I want to see what that says. It doesn't say what it is. I like to check these things to be sure. I can't find it here on my error chart. So what I'm going to do here, it's not saying what a single +1. So I'm just going to say it's going to be 2 bases for everybody. So it's going to drop in for a single. And Molitor will score, Yount to third. And we're going to go error on Evans. So we got first and third is what I'm looking at right now on the single +1, right? That's what it said. It's kind of weird. Single +1. So I'm going to say Evans dropped it and everybody got an extra base. And with 2 outs, they're going to get an extra base anyway. All right, so let's see if Cooper wants to take second base. Nope, he doesn't. So we got runners at the corners. It's now 3-1, and it's going to be Stormin, Gorman, Thomas. So we had 2 outs, 2 quick outs here, and Eckersley cannot close the door on these Brewers. So we have a 6. That's in play 37, but he's going to get out of this inning here as that's grounded to first base, and taking it by himself is Tony Perez. So they get just 1 hit, but because of the hit batter and the error, they will get a run. So this is what we look like after 2.5. Molitor scores, and it's 3-1 Red Sox. So that is that. Caldwell will come back out. And Dave Stapleton will be the leadoff man here in this inning. Stapleton hit into a double play. He can't hit into a double play this time, though. So that's good news, right? And 11. Oh, the wheelhouse. The wheel in the sky. And that's going to be out of range of 69. Imagine that. I think he hit the last time he got a wheelhouse, too, and he hit it right to the shortstop. This time he hits it hard to second base. And that's going to be a nice glove play there by Paul Molitor. So we're going to go G4 on that. So Stapleton getting the wheelhouse rolls, which is the best. There's only one wheelhouse here, and he still can't convert. Freddie Lynn with a single, scored on the Tony Perez home run. So we have a patient. He is very patient, but with that 85, high rolls are bad for batters, and he's going to hit it down to Molitor as well. So 2 ground balls to Molitor, 2 quick outs here. Now here's Perez. Everybody backing up because he's got a home run in this game. And so we have a 10. That's an in play, and that's going to be hit down to third base. So G4, G4, and G5. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Sox. So Caldwell settling down. And so after 3, it's still 3-1 Red Sox. I think I got this going pretty well. Let me knock on some wood here. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm kind of enjoying what I'm playing right now, which is important. And so now we're going to have Ben Ogilvy. And Ben Ogilvy grounded out to second base. We have a 10. That's going to be a tough 50. And a tough 50 is a ground ball to third. And Ogilvy grounds out. And now we haven't had anything crazy happening, so it's been somewhat easy for me. So we have 1 away. Lescano. A 4 is ballpark check. So a right-handed batter, 14, is wheelhouse. Oh, boy. So Lescano gets a hold of this one. So wheelhouse, and that is gone. Lescano, see you later. Hits this over the monster. And just like that, it's 3-2. So a 3-0 lead is evaporated. And Lescano touches them all. So Eckersley back on the mound here. Dick Davis, who flied out in his only trip to the plate. We have a tough 31 and struck him out. So 2 away. And you got the Norris semifinals tonight. Yeah, I'm looking to do. I was trying to set up, Glenn, with Action PC. I was trying to set up a 1-16 playoffs, and it wouldn't let me do it. It kept wanting to go 1-8 in one division and 1-8 in the next division. I wanted this a big, like the old days. I want to do old school playoffs 1-16, and Action PC wouldn't let me do that. So I might have to do it cards and dice, but I kind of wanted just to kind of simulate it real quick. Strat wouldn't let me do it either. I had a hard time trying to set that up in Strat. I tried to create a playoffs, and it was asked. I think it wanted to do the split. It wanted to do the West and the East, and I didn't want to do that. So I'll have to do that cards and dice. Charlie Moore, nobody on, 2 out, and we're gonna get an in play 28, and that's gonna be a single. So Charlie Moore with a 2-out single. Now is he gonna steal? He needs a 4. Nope. So Charlie Moore is on, and it's going to bring up the 9-hitter, Jim Gantner. And we have a tough 56, and that's going to be hit down the third, and that'll end the inning. So they get 2 hits in this inning, one of them a home run. And so, let me see, after 3.5, it's now 3-2. This game is tightened up here. So Caldwell coming back out, but it's not going to get easy for him as he's got to face Jim Rice. And Rice struck out. So it's maybe you don't pay the price when you face Jim Rice. We'll find out, right? Oh, we got a wheelhouse. See you later. All right, an 11 and even an 88, 1-97. That's gone for Rice. And Rice hits this one out. That's 3 home runs in this game for the Red Sox. Perez, Evans, and now Rice. And they're back to a 2-run lead. It is 4-2. So Jim Rice connects on this one, and Caldwell just watches that leave Fenway Park. So now we got Carlton Fisk coming up. We have a 7. That's going to be in play. And an 83 is going to be hit down the shortstop. And a nice one-handed play by Robin Yount. And we have our first out of the inning. Dwight Evans, who homered. He's a homer. So we have a 2. That's a patient. And a patient 92 against a lefty is going to be, he's patient 92. It's a fly ball into left field. Not that deep. And that's a nice easy play for Ben Ogilvy. Hoffman popped it out to the pitcher. So we have a 6. That's going to be a patient 14. He's going to draw the walk. So he gets the Pantera walk. So a 2-out walk to Hoffman. All righty, so he's a steal 3. Nope. I'm kind of liking that. Just kind of takes it off my plate. So Gary Allenson, he walked as well. So we got 1 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And a 5 is a ballpark check against the right-handed batter of 49 is Wheelhouse. So Gary Allenson gets a hold of this one. Let's see how bad he hits it. So, oh boy. Well, anything to 45 is going to be a single. Now, he's got no home runs, huh? So, yeah, 0 home runs. So, 1 to 45, he's on base. A double drives home a run. So, we got a Wheelhouse check. Gary Allenson, 32, and that's going to be a single. And that'll be a single, 2 bases. So Hoffman the 3rd. And we got 1st and 3rd now. And Allenson, a 3. Wrong ones. Oh, my gosh. He's thinking about stealing. Let's check the hold. 6. No, he's not going to go. So he's held on. He thought about going, but Caldwell's going to hold him on. So 1st and 3rd, and Burleson up. I don't know what I would have done. Would that have been a double steal? I'm not sure how I would have worked that. Burleson 1 for 2. So he's got a runner in scoring position again. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Caldwell to Burleson. In play. 0. That's a rare play. That's a rare play. Hold the phone. We got a rare play. That's what I wanted, though. Let's see what the rare play says. So 0-0 is a rare play. So we have an in play, rare play, 1st and 3rd. So runners on base, in play. Right? So if I look on here, just want to make sure. So we get a 10, so it's in play, and we have 1st and 3rd. So this is the rare play chart. So it's runners on base in play. So let's see what we're going to get here. So we're going to roll 1 to 100, or 0 to 99, if you will. And we're going to get a 22. And a 22 is batter smashes a deep fly ball and all runners break for the next base. The center fielder surprises everyone and makes a running catch. And he doubles off the lead runner, all runners hold. So it's going to be hit deep into center field and a diving catch by Gorman Thomas, who's not known for that, I don't think. And Gorman Thomas will end the inning because there's 2 outs. So a little rare play. I guess Gorman Thomas tracking that ball down in Fenway Park. Maybe rare play. So Burleson flies out, and that'll do it. They get 2 hits, and they get 1 run. And so here we are now, the Sox leading 4-2 as we go to the 5th. And I got to say, this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun here. Not that it never was fun, but it's just a matter of me taking time and settling down and figure out what I want to do with everything here. I still don't know the fatigue. The fatigue, so 7. That's one thing I haven't looked into yet. I usually don't get that far with fatigue. And, I haven't checked wild pitches either. So no wild pitch. Wild pitch on 30 on Caldwell. Pitcher stamina 10. Let me just double check here because I'm coming up on the I'm in the 5th, so I got to start looking at some of the fatigues here. Once they reach the inning, he's considered tired if he's allowed 3. If he's not allowed 3, he may continue to pitch. And then I do have a fatigue card for those pitches. All right, so we're good till the 7th inning for both of these guys, I'm pretty sure. All righty. Now, if they gave up 10, that's what I'm wondering. If they gave up a ton of runs, what would happen on that, you know? Anytime a pitcher allows 6, he's fatigued. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All righty. So here we go. Molitor up at the plate. And he's singled and grounded out. So he's 1 for 2. So here we go. As David comes by and World's Worst Gamer comes by. Good to see everybody here. So we have a tough and an 84. It's ground ball down the shortstop. And Molitor is out. We have 1 away. And I have a bunch of seasons with this. The printed seasons are very, very affordable for this game. So that's why I have a bunch of seasons. So I'm kind of glad that I'm back into it and getting it on the table here. Robin Yount. That's going to be in play, 62. That'll be a fly ball into right field. And this time, Evans will hang on. No error. Dewey made an error earlier in the game, but he makes up for it there. And so now we have 2 away to Cecil Cooper, who hit that ball to Evans for the error, coincidentally enough. So we have in play with the 7, and the 55 is going to be down to third base. And the third baseman today is Glenn Hoffman. And he'll take that and put it away. So we got a 4-hitter going here for Eckersley through 5. And it's 4-2. And the other guy here, Caldwell's got, 3, 4. He's got 6 hits off of him. So that is that. Andrew says Payoff Pitch is one of his new favorite games. Yeah, I mean, I've gone back and forth with it, as you guys have seen, if you follow the channel. And I'm kind of back with it now. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing today. I've played a little bit today, offline, online, just trying to get a system. And it's just a matter of taking time to find a system because there's many different ways to do things in the game, which is kind of nice, but it can be kind of confusing. So we're going to go to Dave Stapleton, who's been absolutely awful at the plate, but he's been decent in the field. So there's a little give and take. So we got an in play 83, and that's going to be a fly ball in the center. Gorman Thomas having himself a day in center field. Not so much at the plate, but he's doing well in the outfield. And Joshua comes in from Vancouver. Yeah, I'm playing. It's a little BWB tonight, baseball before work. I try to sneak in some games here before Monday night work, and it's kind of working out tonight for me to do that. So here I am. 1 away to Freddie Lynn. Freddie Lynn's got a single today. A 9, that's an in play, and that'll be another single for Freddie Lynn with a 10. So Freddie Lynn with his second single of the day. Let's see if Freddie Lynn wants to steal. He's a steal 3. Nope, he's not going to steal. So Lynn goes down to first base. He will stop. And Tony Perez. The last time Lynn singled, Tony Perez hit a home run. So everyone's backing up a little bit just in case we want to back up. And let's see what happens on this one here. Tony Perez, a 5. That's a ballpark. And a righty 47. That's wheelhouse. Oh, no. Here we go again. Right? 47. It's a wheelhouse, a right-handed batter. 1-80. It's gone. 98. 99 and 0-0 is the only way he doesn't get a hit. But anything else, anything 97 and under, and Lynn's going to score. All right. Tony Perez. Oh, my gosh. It's a 95. That'll be a triple. So Perez with a triple. Lynn will score. Perez with a triple. High off the wall. And that is that. So Tony Perez goes in. Whew. And he's got a home run and a triple in this game, and he drives home Lynn. And it's now 5-2 as the Sox get their 3-run lead back. So Perez has Caldwell's number here. He really does. All right, now Jimmy Rice. Well, guess what he did the last time up? He homered as well. So we have another possibility here. Caldwell So he's got 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 runs right now, so he's not fatigued yet. 7 in play. 82 is G6. So I did not say the infield was in. So let's see here. Where's my chart? Runner on third, hit the short, runner scores. So Perez will score on the G6 by Rice. And so now he's given up 6. So now Caldwell is fatigued. So what I need to do is find my fatigue chart here. So here's my fatigue chart for pitchers. So I'm going to keep him in for right now with a man on first. And so that's what we have to look at now. So change ballpark to wheelhouse. Patient may change. Tough may change. So the first roll. So, well, let's just roll and see what happens. All righty. So he's fatigued. So I'm going to put that card here. And we're going to roll our dice right on top of this. All right, so I have a 7, so that's an in play. So in play doesn't change. The only thing that changes is ballpark, patient, and tough. So in play doesn't change. And a 66 is going to be a G4, and that will end the inning. So they get 2 hits. They get 2 runs. And so now the Sox lead this 6-2 as we go to the top of the 6th, and Caldwell is fatigued, and we got to think about taking him out, but we'll see how it goes. We'll keep the fatigue card on him and see if his team can get back in. I usually don't play anybody fatigued, but let me see. Gorman Thomas having a heck of a day in the outfield. Let's see what he can do at the plate. 0 for 2 today with a couple of ground balls in the infield. And we have an 8. That's going to be a tough 72. And he'll rope. No, it's a strikeout. I'm sorry, 186. So 72. Strike him out. So Thomas, 0 for 3 today, despite playing really well in the field. Ben Ogilvy, he's grounded out a couple times too. Eckersley has his number. And we got a defensive check. So that's going to be first base. We need to check the error of the first baseman. So because I don't have him listed out here, I got to go check Perez. So his error is 4. So a 4 and a 97, and that'll be an out. So Perez makes the play. Let's check the out here. That's going to be a ground ball. So ground ball on the first. And Ogilvy is out. Nice play by Perez, and that is that. So I think this is flowing pretty well. I think we got this moving. Haven't really been stuck that I can see. We had a rare play. We got a fatigued pitcher. I figured out how I want to do stealing. So far, this is back on the table. Tough. Oh, we got another rare play. Let's go back to my rare play. I like rare plays. All right, so we have a tough rare play with nobody on base. Base is empty, tough. Okay. All right, there's nobody on base. We got 2 out, so base is empty, tough. Here we go. So let's roll your ball. '88. Umpire has a large strike zone in this game. Change all patient result to tough for the current pitchers for the remainder of the game. This change does not apply to any new relief pitchers that may enter the game, only to the pitchers in the game. So remember that all patient will go to tough. So I probably need to re-roll on this, right? So all patients, tough. So let me see if I can make this here. Patient to tough, if I remember that. So Lizcano will get another chance here at the plate with all patients going to tough. And well, good thing we remembered that, right? That patient, so that'll go to tough. And a tough 96 will be a fly ball into left field to Jim Rice. Well, that's kind of neat. I'm glad Glad I got it right away to remind me. So they go down 1, 2, 3. Caldwell comes up. He's a little fatigued here. And we'll show you the scoreboard again. So there we are. 6-2 Red Sox. And it's been 1, 2, 3 the last couple of innings. So Carlton Fisk will come up here. No, Dwight Evans. Fisk grounded out. So Dwight Evans is going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 6th. 6-2 Red Sox. Kind of liking this, folks. I'm kind of liking this. Again, I just need to spend some time with this. Give it some love. So now that means I'm going to have to order another season, right? I have enough seasons for this. Wait for 74 to come out. 6. Well, we said patient changes to tough. And then tough with a 5, that will remain tough, even for a fatigued pitcher. That's how I'm playing that. So tough. 65 is going to be over here, and that'll be a ground ball to second base to Paul Molitor. So, all right, so that's how I got that. I'm liking this. So now we have Glenn Hoffman coming up, who walked. That's about all he's done today. So we have a 9 that will be in play. In play doesn't change for a pitcher. In play 30 will be a single. So Hoffman with a single because he likes to mingle. All right, let's see if he's going to steal. He's a 3. Nope. So he will just go to second base. So we haven't anybody. We had one guy to try to steal and was a balk, right? That's all we've had today. So nobody's stealing any bases today. Gary Allenson, he's been on base twice. He's the DH, hitting in the 9 spot. Gary Allenson is the DH today, hitting in the 9 spot. He's got a walk and a single. So here we go. Runner on second base. Allenson, do I want to drop a bunt? Oh, there's one away. With nobody out, I would have, but we have one away. So we're going to swing away. So we're going to let Allison swing away. We have an 11. Oh, that's a wheelhouse. But it's a 72, and Allenson's going to, oh boy, this is going to be hit down to second base. Oh, wait. No, wheelhouse doesn't change. Wheelhouse is the same. Yeah, so wheelhouse is fine. So it's hit down to second base. Is it going to be a double play? So we have a 9 and a 7. 7 or less, it's a double play. No, it's not. They get the lead runner on the fielder's choice. And so Hoffman is out, but on the fielder's choice, Allenson goes down to first base. Is he going to steal? Well, he's thinking about it. He's a D stealer, but with 2 outs, he's going to try to go. So I need to check the hold rating of Caldwell and 7. So no, Allenson thought about going, but Caldwell is going to hold him on. And I'm liking that. I'm liking the double roll here on that. I know it's a little bit extra, and it's not how you do it, but I am liking it. So man on first, 2 away for Rick Burleson. He's 1 for 3 today. And we have a 7. That's another in play. And he just missed a single. And he'll pop that out to second base, and that'll do it. So the Sox will get 1 hit. They won't get any runs in this inning. And that's where we are right now. So we go to the top of the 7th, and now everybody has a chance to be fatigued. All right? So I think it said once you get to that inning, they're fatigued. Once the pitcher reaches that inning, he's tired if he's allowed 3 or more. So, only 2. So Eckersley is not tired yet. 1 more run and he will be. So that is that. And John comes by. Hi, John. Having some fun here today. Got, Payoff Pitch back here on the channel. Enjoying it very much, actually, right now. So Dick Davis, he's your DH. And he's going up against Eckersley here in a 6-2 game. And an 8 is tough. And a tough 68 will come over here to a ground ball down to second base to Pat Stapleton. 1 away. So Eckersley, a couple of 1, 2, 3 innings, looking to make it 3 1, 2, 3 innings in a row. Charlie Moore. So that's a 9. So we said all patients are going to tough because that's the rare play, which I really like. I really like rare plays like that. I think I did that with hockey, right? One of my APA rare plays was the next goals reviewed or talked about. Yeah. And I forgot about it till someone brought that up in the chat room. That was kind of, I like those there. You just have to remember them. So we have a tough 38, and he's going to get a single. So Charlie Moore nubs it off the end of his bat. That'll land in the outfield for a single. And so they have a man on with one away. He's not going to steal. So that's good. Sometimes it's the base running and things like that that hang me up on a game. But so far, I think I'm getting pretty good at this. Jim Gantner, 0 for 2. He's the third baseman. And a 5. That's going to be a tough 14. Strike him out. 2 away. 2 away. Yeah, I don't know if that's the Mad Fisherman or not. I know there's a channel up here in the New England area that does that, but I don't know if that's him or not. Did anybody come out? No, they didn't pinch hit for anybody in this game. So Castro and Bergmeyer are the pitchers that I would bring in. That happened in real life. Paul Molitor. So we have 2 away and a man on first. So we're going to get a tough 49, and he's going to single. But now what I do, okay, and how I've decided is that anything tough hit, you just get the base, no matter what. Oh, wait, no, but it said, no, now I have a dilemma because there's 2 outs. But it was tough. Hang on a sec. Now I got to think about this. With 2 outs, or when the hit comes from the wheelhouse to get the extra base. If it comes from the tough, but I think with 2 outs would trump that. I'm gonna say 2 outs trumps that, right? 2 outs will trump that. So we're gonna send Charlie Moore to third because there's 2 outs. That's how I'm gonna do that. Because usually I go tough 1 base, but with 2 outs or when it comes from the wheelhouse, you get the extra base. Yeah, okay, so that's fine by me. All right, so now does Molitor want to try to steal? This would be interesting. No, and that's good because then I'd have to figure out the double steal, which I haven't learned yet in this game. So we have first and third, 2 outs. Robin Yount coming up. He has not got a hit here tonight. So, yeah, Glenn is not banned anymore. Yeah, he was on probation for a long time, and none of us knew it. We forgot about him. And he made enough noise in the cell that we said, gee, was he going to come out here? We made him #1 star. We had a parade for him. So he's kind of a celebrity now. He really is. All right, Robin Yount against Eckersley. So we have a 10. We have a tough 86, and he'll get out of it with a ground ball to short. And so they'll pick up 2 hits, but they won't get any runs. So Eckersley shuts the door here, and it remains 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. All right, so bottom of the 7th. So Caldwell now still fatigued. So I'm going to put out the fatigue card. And Dave Stapleton will lead us off. And we're going to let him go for a little bit. And then when he gets tired and bad things start happening, you never know. So we have a tough 19. That's a single. And so Stapleton's on with a single. Let's see if he wants to steal. Nope, I would need snake eyes. So, no, he does not. So he's just going to go down. So we got a fatigue pitcher here in Caldwell. They're going to let him in, hang around just a little bit longer. So Freddie Lynn coming up with a man on and nobody out. Now, Freddie Lynn's an A bunter, but he's got 2 singles tonight. So we're going to have Freddie Lynn. We're going to have him hit. And a 5. That's a ballpark check. 58. And, because he's a lefty, though. That's going to be in play with the 58. So in play. So we got it in play now. So Freddie Lynn slaps this to the right side, and that'll be a single. And because it's in play, we use the card right? So patient or in play comes from the card. And blooped in the right field. Runner on first advances to second and has to hold. So Stapleton has to wait for it to drop, and he'll go to second. So we have first and second now, nobody out. And I think that will do it for Caldwell. So Caldwell goes 6 innings. And who do we say we're going to bring in now? Castro. Bill Castro is coming in. So let me come over here to Milwaukee. So now he's not fatigued anymore. So we can take the fatigue card away. And I got to use that. So it's a good thing because I was kind of happy that I was able to use the fatigue card. So there's Bill Castro. So he's going to come in. And he'll be our pitcher right now. Oh boy, this is it's almost 8 o'clock. It's taking me a lot longer to play this than I thought. I'm taking my time. I'm in no hurry. This ain't a race. So Castro comes in. So now he does not benefit from the patient to tough because it said only the pitchers in the game. So only Eckersley will get that patient to tough. So Bill Castro will face Tony Perez, who's homered and tripled. How about that? So let's see what Perez does here against Bill Castro, the righty. So we have a 9. That's going to be in play. 47. And it's going to be a line drive right at the second baseman. And that's that. I thought there was a way to check to see if it was a double play or not. Hang on a sec here. Let me just double check. Sometimes you can get the line out. Oh, it says line out DP on the hit in the error chart. Okay. So this just says line out, so I guess I'm not going to be doing that. So first and second, Perez lines out right to the second baseman. Molitor, Stapleton, and Lynn get back. So now Jim Rice, who also has a home run. So Castro facing Rice. There we go. Steve comes by. Hi, Steve. Yeah, you'd think there'd be a chance for double play every time, but I'm not seeing it. It seems to only come off the range and the error check over here. I did flip this here. So, and I got the out was just a line out. So if I had got a line out DP, maybe I would have done something. Because I think you can check these cards here. So let me flip through a couple of them here. So pop out. See, line out, but no line out DP. Line out. Yeah. Oh, here it is right here. So line out DP. So yeah. So I guess I could flip the card here, and see if it's going to be a line out DP. So I did flip it, and it didn't say line out DP. So I guess that's one way of doing it. Is just flipping the card to check it out. Again, trying to find a good way to get everything done in the game. So I think that's a good idea, is to go and flip that card and see if it says line out DP. If not, then just a line out. So that's a good idea. I'll write that one down. So Jim Rice comes up here. So with 1 away, 2 outs. Let's hope it's not a double play, Rice. 8. It's in play 2. And that's going to be a double. All right, so let's check here on the double. 1 run will score. So with only 1 away, on an in-play, we go to the card. In-play double. Line drive into the alley. Runners advance 2 bases only. So Stapleton will score. Lynn the third. And Rice with a home run and a double today. So we have second and third right now. And it's Carlton Fisk, who's done nothing today. So we can't get all excited about it. He's having a bad day. Bad hair day. Second and third. And another run in for the Sox. So they lead this one 7-2. All righty. So Castro's given up 1 run. So we have a 5. It's an in-play 8. And that's a single. So Fisk. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's a triple. Holy cow. Right? 5 in play. 08 is a triple. Fisk with a triple. 2 runs come in. And he's given up. So now for the relief pitchers, I think if the relief pitcher gives up 3, that they're in some trouble here. Well, I guess, yeah, 3 innings, no matter what, right? No, I guess, relief stamina will be either short or long, so he's got short. So he becomes, after 2 or 2 runs, he's fatigued. So Castro is fatigued after 2 innings, so this is only his first inning, right? So he come in here in the 7th. He's getting lit up, or 2 runs. So Castro is going to come out because he's given up too many runs here. And so let's see who we're going to bring in now. So Castro gets 1 out. So Castro goes 0.1 innings. And what do we want to bring in here? We're going to bring in Boitano. Again, I don't know if he was in the game or not, but Boitano comes in the 7th to try to get a couple of outs. So he's got a runner on third base right now and 1 away. Yeah, we'll see you later. So Evans, who's got a home run, will come in to take on Boitano. A 9 is a tough. Oof, almost singled that one. 86 is a ground ball to shortstop, and I believe with a runner on third, the runner will score. So Fisk comes in to score, and Evans is out, and there's 2 away, but another run comes in for the Red Sox. So this game is opened up here in the 7th as Caldwell got cold. Castro could only get 1 out, right? And, yeah, that is that. And Glenn Hoffman now, a 9 is a tough, and a tough 82. When the tough get going, they fly out the center. So Boitano will get out of the inning, but 1, 2, 3, 4 runs come in for the Sox. And they get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So they lit them up pretty good here in that inning. So now look at our score here. What's that, 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 10-2 Red Sox as we go to the 8th. Wowzers. Yeah, he's he had 11 games, pitched 17 innings. Yeah, so he's pretty bad. But again, I'm just kind of grabbing guys at this point. All righty, Eckersley back on the mound. He's not fatigued yet because he's only given up 2 runs. So Eckersley hanging tough. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got a 6-hitter going. In the 8th now, Cecil Cooper trying to rally the Brew Crew. I got a 6. That's an in-play 37. He'll get a single. So Cooper's on with a single. I'm going to override the stealing and just say he's not going to steal because they're down by too many runs, so you want to keep runners on the base. So he's not going to steal. Gorman Thomas. As I mess up everything here. A 5 is a tough 31. He struck him out. So a strikeout. 1 away, man on first. Ben Ogilvy. 8 is a tough 29. Struck him out. Eckersley finding the smoke here. As soon as Dufferman entered the room, Eckersley has been mowing him down. And so it's going to go Sixto Lescano. 7. It's going to be an in-play 3. That'll be a double. And with 2 outs, that'll get a run home. So Cooper will score. Lescano with a double, and now Eckersley is fatigued. So we're going to let him pitch with some fatigue here with 2 outs. So here's my fatigued starting pitcher. So I can keep an eye on that. And Dick Davis will come up with a man on second. So we have an 11. That'll be tough. A 31, that will remain tough. So it stays tough. So we just got to roll this here. So it's going to be a tough 92. And that'll be a ground ball down the short, and that will end the inning. So they'll get a couple of hits here. They'll pick up one, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's now 10-3. So Eckersley might try to get him to go the distance here. I know he's fatigued, but you know something? He's got a huge lead. And we got the bottom of the order, Gary Allenson coming up. And we're going to have Boitano on the mound still. What do you think? He's got a lot of toughs, though. You know, that's the thing. He's not like all wheelhouse. He's got a bunch of toughs. So, yeah, he only pitched 17 innings, so he only came in a couple of times. But we're going to have him. We're going to give him some love here on the channel is what we're going to do. Give him some love. Gary Allenson. He's been on base a couple times today. So he'll lead off the 8th for us at Fenway Park. 10 is going to be a tough and a 1, and that's always a strikeout. Oh, wait, that's going to be a 10. That's still a strikeout. And strike him out. 1 away. Burleson comes up. Burleson, it's a wheelhouse 11. See you later. No, double. It hits the wall. That stays in barely, and that'll be, we're going to call that a ground rule double. All right, so Burleson with a ground rule double will go in the second, and he's not going to steal. It'd be fun to try to steal third or home, but we're not going to do it. Dave Stapleton coming up. He singled the last time he was up, scored a run. So we have a 9. That's a tough 57, and that's hit down to third base. And man on second hit the third. Is Burleson's running rating a 7? Yes, it is. So Burleson will take third on the ground ball down to third as he runs in behind the fielder, Jim Gantner. So Stapleton's retired. Freddie Lynn, 3 for 4 today with 3 singles. Burleson on third. Freddie Lynn coming up as the Sox try to add some more runs to this lead. And it's a big lead. And so we have 8, which is in play, 15 against the righty, and he will single. Freddie Lynn will single, and Burleson will come in, and now it's 11-3. Freddie Lynn, we're not going to steal up 11-3. That's a executive decision. 7, a patient 49, and that'll end the inning with a little tapper down the first base. But the Sox, they will get 2 more hits and 1 more run. So where does that put us now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 11-3. As we go to the top of the 9th, and we try to wrap this up so I'm not late for work. Wow, I didn't think it'd take this long to play a game of payoff pitch. But we did have some rare plays, right? We had some rare plays and a couple other things going on. And I'm trying to get back into the smoothness of this game, and I'm coming up with ways to do things. So that's fine. So I still got 15 minutes before I have to go. So hopefully we don't go to extra innings here. Charlie Moore, the catcher. He's got a couple of hits. We're going to keep him in against a fatigue pitcher. 8 is tough. Tough 42. Stays a tough 42. And the 23 is a double. Charlie Moore will double here to lead off the 9th. And here we go. So that's going to bring up Jim Gantner, the third baseman. So we'll see what we can do here. A 9 is patient. A patient 19 stays a patient. All right. And a patient 70 is hit down the shortstop. So can Burleson turn 2? So we have a 7 and a 5. So we need 5 or less. Yes, that's going to be a double play. So double. No, wait. What am I doing? There's a man on second base. Man on second base. Never mind. Hold off. No double play. He will go to third, though. So it's going to be a G6, and the runner's going to go to third. So Gantner's out, running to third. Yeah, let me get it right, Dave. All right, Eckersley trying to go the distance. He's got one out, and he's going to run on third, but he has himself an 8-run lead here in the ninth. 7 in play, 3. And that's a double. So Molitor doubles. That's going to bring in a run. And we're going to give Eckersley one more batter. All right. He's got one out. He's got some runs to play with. He's getting tired. He's very tired. But we're going to use the tired batter here. The tired pitcher, rather. 4. That's a ballpark. Now, ballpark changes to wheelhouse. And a 17 is a home run. So now he's done. So they've given up 3 runs here in the ninth. And there's no way I'm going to extra innings. So, Eckersley, you gave it a run. We gave you your try, but you're coming out. So, Eckersley goes 8.1, and 3 runs are in. So, it's 11-5. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm going extras. I got to go to work. So, we said it was going to be the Burgermeister coming in. So, Burgermeister will come in. Can he shut the door? Or not. Let's find out. Here's the Burgermeister. Come on. We can't be blowing it. I would be pissed if they tied the game. It was like a 2-run lead and they tied it. Because I'd have to go. I'd have to pick this up when I get home. All right, so the Burgermeister comes in. Trying to nail it down. And that's in play. Oh, my gosh. And that's a double. Oh, wait, that's a double. That's a double. And the game just doesn't end. Yount with a double. We got 4 hits in this inning. 3 runs are in. We just need 2 outs. We just need 2 outs. Cecil Cooper. 7. That's a tough 9 strikeout. Finally, strike him out. So we got 2 away. We're sweating it out here at Fenway Park. People are headed to the parking lot, but now they've stopped. And Gorman Thomas in play, 53. And that'll be fly ball into right, and that'll do it. So, that will end the game. So, let's take a look at some final numbers here. So, they get, 3 runs? That was close. So, they get 1, 2, 3. So, they'll get 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. So, the Sox still win this. 11-6. Now, they did get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in that inning, so they will end up with 2, 4, 6, 8. They'll end up with 10 hits, and I don't think they had any errors. The only error was for Boston. So let's take a look at what happened with the Sox here today. So they had 11 runs. They get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 15 hits. So they got 15 hits, and they did have the 1 error. So that's the line score that we have right here. It was Boston 11 and Milwaukee 6. As we get, that was from August 5th, 1980 at Fenway Park. Had some fun with that. Nice to get Payoff Pitch back here on the channel. I don't know what it is about this game, but I tend to play it, and then I give up on it, and then I come back and I like it again, and then I give up on it, and just it just seems like I chip away at this game. It's like, okay, chipping away, enjoying it, chipping away, enjoying it. So I got it moving really good tonight. I had a fun time. So that is that. All right, I got to put on some warm clothes. I got to get to the rink. But thanks for coming in and checking out some baseball before work here as Payoff Pitch comes back here on the channel. And very successful Payoff Pitch outing here. It took me over an hour to play it because I was still trying to go over some things and make sure I got it right. But I think it felt like it played faster than an hour. But, yeah, whichever. Again, it's no rush. Anytime you're playing, it's a fun time. So I'm Dave from Studio B. Thanks for tuning in. Not sure if I'll catch you late night or not. Depends how I feel when I get home from the rink. It's a raw night out. Oh, it's a raw night. It's going to be cold and yucky. So we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.